I'm about to say something to the Black community, which clearly I don't give a what you all think, because I'm going to say it anyway. When are you all going to learn to think for yourselves? When? I'll wait. I'm going to say this. I've seen so many videos and comments about we boycotting the Asian community because we're tired of their disrespect. They've been disrespecting us for years. That is the stupidest thing I have ever heard. And you know why? If they've been disrespecting you for years, whose fault is that? You mean to tell me you were too dumb to stop being disrespected the first, second, or third time it happened? You let it go on for years. And then when that man said what he said, oh, we gonna boycott, or we gonna show them. Why? Why? This is 2026. The very first time I went into a business, regardless if it was black, white, Asians, African, whatever, and I was disrespected, I walked my little happy tail out of that business and have never went back. I remember when I lived in Atlanta, there was a Jamaican restaurant and I loved their food. And I went there one day and I asked for a small. They gave me a large. They were trying to charge me for the large, and I said, but I asked for a small. And the one girl, she said something to somebody else, and she looked at me, and she was like, well, what's the problem? I says, I asked for a small. I did not ask for a large. And she says, okay. And I gave her my debit card, and she charged me for a large anyway. Them folks have never seen me again. And I love their food. You're not going to do whatever the hell you want to me and think it's okay. And think I'm going to continue to patronize you. So my question is, all of these folks who running around here saying, we're tired of being disrespected, why the hell did you allow it? Until somebody says, we're going to boycott. You mean to tell me it took somebody to tell you to boycott for you to say, you know what? They right. I'm tired of being disrespected for years. Because I stopped being disrespected by that particular community back in the 80s. When I lived in St. Louis, Missouri. Went to a couple of stores and they said, hurry up and buy, hurry up and buy. And I hurry up and left. They have never seen me again. I would go to gas stations back then, get out of my car and walk into the gas station. And when it was a foreigner in there working, I knew they were the owners. And I'd walk my little self back out to where my car was parked and get in my car and drive the hell off. I would drive until I got to a station where there was not a foreign individual. Because I felt like, you're not going to come in my neighborhood and take my money and treat me any old kind of way and disrespect me and not put any money back into my community. No. And now you all are running around talking boycotting. keeping our money in the black community. It's about to be a wealth exchange. Ha! It's a joke to me. It is a joke. Ha! The black community ain't about to do no damn wealth exchange. And let me tell you why. I had a business for years. This is the foolishness that I dealt with for years. Blacks would come in my business. Oh, well, can I get a discount because I'm black? What makes you think that you deserve a discount just because you're black and shopping in my shop? And I would say no. Well, I'll just go to Party City. And I would say goodbye. Because they weren't not going to get anything in Party City like what I did. Here are some pictures of my work. Party City is closed now, but even if Party City was still open, they wouldn't get anything like this. That was one. Number two, I had a balloon store in Florissant, Missouri. And I would have people come in and say, well, can I bring my own balloons? Why do I need you to supply me with balloons if that's my business? But those same people would not go to any steakhouse and say, can I bring my own steak so I can get a discount? Oh, no. They would not go into Macy's and Famous Bar, Sticksburg and Fuller, whatever that's in St. Louis, and ask them for a discount just because they black. But they would come in a black business and do it. And when I wouldn't give out a discount, they go right on over to Party City or Dollar Tree, thinking that they are doing something to me. No, you weren't doing anything to me. But let me have my peace by not giving you something for halfway for free. See, by looking at my pictures, you can tell that I am a trained balloon artist. Take your tail on to Party City, Dollar Tree, whatever other little shop, and spend your dollars with them and get a bunch of junk, was my thoughts back then and now. These blacks running around here talking about, it's about to be a wealth transfer. They are going to go to these black nail shops and these other places only for a hot second. Because they're gonna start coming up with reasons why they're not going to these places. Oh, honey, she didn't do my nail right. Oh, honey, I get better treatment at the Asian places, so I ain't going to see her no more. They're gonna be hopping around if they don't get discounts. They're gonna come up with every excuse in the book not to go back to that nail tech, that black nail technician that want to charge them the same thing that the Asian technician charged them. These folks would go in places and they would spend $300 and $400 with someone of a different race, but don't want to spend that same $300 or $400 with a black business. What is wrong with you all? What? You have blacks who just make stupid statements without thinking. When I started my balloon business back in 1995, I had so many folks. You don't know what you doing. Girl, you can't start a business. Blah, 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 blah. And I would say, have you ever started a balloon business before? No. Have you ever started any business? No. And I would sit there and I would say, why do you think I should listen to you tell me anything about business when you've never done it, when you're not trying to do it, and you never have and never will? If I had to listen to dummies back then, I never would have started a balloon business. I never would have did balloon decorating, balloon bouquets, gift baskets. If I had just listening to people in general, I never would have got much done. I started saying last year that I was going to give up my apartment and move to Thailand. Number one, because I was sick of the political climate in the United States. Number two, because why should I give 65% of my income to some rich folks who own apartments in America? Why? When I could move to Thailand and pay 6 months rent out of my Social Security check, still have money left over, and have my pension check to enjoy. Oh, girl, you so dumb. You don't know anything. It's more expensive over there. I had one person to tell me, ain't nothing gonna be different. They don't want you over there. It's still racism, blah, 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 blah. When she finished, I told her, and I'm still going. And I'm still going. But you know what? I can't say that I'm still going. I can't. You know why? Because I'm here. I am here. I went to a fine dining restaurant the first night that I was here. And I got seafood fried rice. Oh my God, was it good? And I got some type of drink, which was an apple pear or soda, something similar to that. Oh my God, it was good. Fine dining. And you know how much I spent? $7.56. I'm in a hotel. 5 days. $56.12. 5 days. $56.12. And the dummy said, oh, it's so much expensive over there. That girl, she don't know what she doing. She gonna call, she gonna get over there, and she gonna realize she made a mistake. She'll be right here back in the United States with us. Yeah. That was the woman who tried to block me from getting a reasonable room when I gave up my apartment. I want both of them rooms. I'm take both of them rooms. I'm take both of them rooms. That was back in March. No, that was in February. Because she was supposed to move in March. I was moving in April. And she went over to that guy and told that guy she wanted both of them rooms. And that idiot, after telling me he wasn't going to change his mind to rent me a room, called me and said, well, she made a deal with me and she going to take both of them rooms. So I'm going to give them both to her. And what happened? I tried to tell him, but he didn't listen. And let me tell you what happened. She is still in the exact building that I moved out of. Yeah, she's still there. And where am I? I'm in Thailand. Because she thought by telling that man she was going to take both of them rooms that I didn't have anywhere to go until I moved over here. Or that I was going to be paying more money and I wouldn't be able to move over here. Dumb. Black folks would think that they trying to block you from something and ain't doing nothing but wasting their own time. When you're a person like me, you ain't gonna let nobody block you from anything. You're gonna do what you want to do. Oh yeah, she was the same one who said, "Oh, you're just like my son. You're just so whatever." Yes, ma'am. Now the problem is when people realize you are a strong individual and you will not listen to them because they don't know what the hell they talking about. And because I have my own mind and I can think for myself, they hate it. They hate it. And guess what? That's not my problem. It's theirs. Black community, start thinking for yourselves. Start thinking for yourselves. Because while y'all over in America talking about y'all boycotting the Asian community, I'm in Thailand, an Asian country, enjoying the low cost of living, the low cost of food. I spent, I think, $1.70 for dinner yesterday. It was horrible. Wasn't like the dinner that I had the other day from the fine establishment where I paid $7 and some. But I'm sure that was just an isolated incident. I went to McDonald's yesterday because they have chicken over here and I wanted to try that chicken. That chicken was good. I had chicken, fries, and a drink. Actually had 2 drinks. And I spent less than $7. When is the last time you've been to a McDonald's in America and spent less than $7 for a whole meal? I'll wait. I'm waiting. People are afraid of their own shadows in America. Black folks. They will sit back and say all kind of stupid things, without fact checking. The latest Asian Hate 2.0 bill. Where did y'all hear that at? You heard somebody else say it and you're just taking it and run with it. Look it up. Look it up to see if there is such a bill in Congress or wherever the hell they come from. Look it up. You ain't gonna find none. It's because one person said they got the Asian hate 2.0 bill coming. And all y'all dummies who don't know how to think for yourself, who will not fact check things, just running with it. Running with it. Because y'all don't take the time to stop, think, fact check, look things up, do research. But y'all can sure run your mouth when somebody else trying to do something. If I were you, I wouldn't do that. Oh, that ain't going to work, blah, blah, blah. And guess what? It's so many of you all who listen to these dummies and get nothing in life done. Absolutely nothing. Wake the hell up. Think for yourself. God gave you a brain. Ain't nothing wrong with it. You need to start using it. Be blessed.